A country with three official languages and none of them are called by the country's name. A place with people crazy about chocolates and make the best chocolates in the world. And mad about football. I mean, really mad about football. If the national symbol is a peeing boy, mannequin please. This is not made up. This is Belgium. Officially, the Kingdom of Belgium is a country in Western Europe. It is bordered by Netherlands to the north, Germany to the east, Luxembourg to the southeast, and France to the southwest. It covers an area of 30,689 kilometers and has a population of more than 11.5 million. The Prime Minister of Belgium, Alexander De Croo, is a Belgian politician and businessman who has served as Prime Minister of Belgium since October 2020. Belgium has a well-developed free market economy based on both industrial and service sectors. It is heavily dependent on international trade and most of its economic sectors are geared toward exporting products. The nation's exports are equivalent to almost two-thirds of its GNP.
Hi, my name is Mohamad Tarmizi Bin Shafaruddin, and today I will talk about full employment. Full employment refers to level of employment rate where there is no existence of involuntary unemployment. When more resources employed, the higher output of goods and service. If there is unemployment, that means an available resources is not being used. In other words, we can say full employment is all resources are being used in the most efficient ways in order to obtain maximum output. Belgium is one of the countries that have higher rate in unemployment. Between the years 2001 to 2019, the unemployment rate in Belgium always higher than 4%. There is no single year that Belgium have under 4% unemployment rate. Based on the World Bank data, to achieve full employment, the country must achieve unemployment rate lower than 4%. So, that means Belgium not yet achieved full employment. That's it from me.
Hello, hi. My name is Imran Bin Hisamuddin, and I would like to explain some facts about the growth of Belgium economy. The Belgium economy is a modern capitalist economy that has capitalized on the country's central geographic location, highly developed transport network, and diversified industrial and commercial base. Despite the heavy industrial component, services account for 74.9% of GDP, while agriculture accounts for only 1% of GDP. With exports equivalent to over two-thirds of GNP, Belgium depends heavily on world trade. Belgium's trade advantages are derived from its central geographic location and highly skilled, multilingual, and productive workforce. Belgium switched from the Belgian franc to the euro as its currency after 1 January 2002. Belgium per capita GDP ranks among the world's highest. In 2008, per capita income PPP was 37,500 euro. The federal government has managed to present balanced budget in recent years, but public debts remain high at 99% of 2009 GDP. GDP growth in 2009 was negative at negative 1.5%. Throughout years, Belgium encouraged new foreign investment as a means to promote employment. Foreign companies in Belgium account approximately 11% of the total workforce with the US. Attracted by EU 1992 Single Market Programme, many foreign firms and lawyers have settled in Brussels since 1989. Here, this is the data main economic indicator start at 1918 to 2017.
Hi, my name is Mohamad Hilman Bin Hashim, and I would like to discuss about price stability in Belgium. There are several levels of crisis that have led to increased inflation in the euro area. The first step was driven by sharp liquidity pressures that nearly paralyzed the global financial system after the Lehman Brothers collapse. Belgium's two largest banks, Fortis and Nadzhan, are experiencing problems causing inflation to affect the country. The European Central Bank (ECB) needs to respond quickly, and without that response, the financial system will explode and a deeper recession will occur. The second phase of the crisis was due to a lack of trust in certain governments. This will result in high risk and thus will affect the credibility of our currency. In some cases, the national debt crisis is driven by poor fiscal condition as well as a weak national debt crisis. Belgium's peak inflation rate in 2008 was 4.5 due to the global financial crisis that has affected many European countries.
Thank you, Hilman. My name is Amir Shafiq, and let's continue with equitable distribution of income. Equitable distribution of income ensures distributing welfare to ensure fairness and allowing members of the economy to have the same opportunity to accumulate wealth. The government distributes tax revenue to ensure equitable distribution of wealth. Low-income earners should receive an adequate amount of support that assists in cost of living pressures but does not compromise on reducing the incentive to work and accumulate wealth. The economic crisis is certainly having an effect on Belgium, a country with one of the most open economies in the world. Whereas Belgium started the millennium with a reasonably stable balance between expenditure and government revenue. By 2009, it was confronted with a debt ratio of negative 5.0%. The instability of the Belgian government and political tensions over drawing up the budget resulted in the country coming under scrutiny from rating agencies. When drawing up the April 2013 budget, a nominal balance was proposed by 2016. This means that between 2012 and 2015, a further 2.0%, equal to £10 billion, will need to be saved. In order to strike a balance between taxes and savings in public spending, in practice, this will achieve through a virtually equal divisions of 1/3 austerity, 1/3 new taxes, and 1/3 windfalls and or one-off interventions.
Hello, my name is Nadzhan and I will talk about equilibrium in foreign sector. Equilibrium in foreign sector is a transaction that occurs between a country with another country. In foreign sector, activity that take beyond the political boundaries, a part of economy concerned with transaction between foreign countries, example import and export. As an example, Belgium import fuel from Netherlands. A country's transaction of international trade must be balanced. To make it clear, the country export of goods must be balance with countries' import good. Next, balance of payment, BOP. It is a statement that records all the international transactions between one country and the rest of the world. We can see that BOP is a tool to determine the equilibrium in foreign sector. We can see the data from the amount of the export is higher than the amount of import. We can see Belgium has achieved the stable of economy in terms of equilibrium in foreign sector.
That's all from us about Belgium economy. Thank you and see you soon.